Welcome back to Hold the Phone YouTube. Here are our best bets for college football week number 12. We appreciate each and every single one of you tuning back into the best sports betting show here on YouTube. Like the video, subscribe to the page, and drop your lock of college football Saturday right here in the comments. Well, once again, the college football gods have gifted us another wonderful, beautiful college football Saturday slate where we have 5 marquee matchups, 5 games that will deliver. Luke, this is unbelievable. I can't believe we get to gather here today to talk about these top 25 matchups. Luke, holy shit.
Hell of a slate, and it feels like when November gets here, the weather gets a little chilly, the slates keep getting better and better. All of a sudden, we're like 3 weeks out from conference championship weekend.
This is unbelievable.
And we got some teams that are hungry.
You're telling me that this upcoming Saturday, I can have the day to myself with a couple games that just so happen to be Alabama and Oklahoma?
Texas, Georgia. Arch Manning going into Georgia.
Texas and Georgia?
You got the Hawkeyes going to California.
You got Hawkeyes?
Surf's up.
Hawkeyes wearing Trojans? This is, we even have some sleazy ACC up there in Pitt with Notre Dame coming to town. Or we go down south in Durham, North Carolina, where the Cavaliers are playing the Blue Devils. This is unbelievable. We have games on this slate that we also want to touch on that are not even getting shown here, such as the Clemson and Louisville. Friday Night Lights, turn them up, turn them on.
Clemson.
Why not us?
Clemson.
There is something beautiful about the gift of college football that just keeps on giving.
We're also going to touch on college basketball for the first time.
Basketball is back.
Because look, at some point football is going to end. You're going to need to keep coming back for these hoops.
If I stood up, this program would be canceled. I'm so bricked. This is a special time of year in a special part of the calendar. I cannot believe we have the opportunity to gather with the wonderful people on the other side of this screen to talk college football Saturday, week 12. Let's dive in head first.
All right, first game. We got Notre Dame and Pitt.
Notre Dame and Pitt.
The Irish laying 12.5 against what, number 22 ranked Pitt?
Yep. Well, we came on this program last week for a college football Saturday and said when a top 25 matchup team is laying double digits, you close your eyes and you take it. What game was that, Luke?
BYU Texas Tech.
It was BYU Texas Tech.
And there was never a doubt.
And what was the result of that ball game,
29-7, and it should have been 60-7. They were about 1 for 6 in the red zone.
Yep. Well, let me tell you about this Pitt team who's newly ranked in the top 25 for some reason. Well, they had a brand new freshman quarterback step under center week number 6, and they have not looked back. It's been all sunshine and rainbows, Luke.
Correct. The 7-2 Pitt.
For Mason
Panthers.
Heinschnuckel?
Yeah, I think it's Heinschel.
Heinschel? Something?
Heinschel.
Well, he's out of Ohio, and he's a true freshman. And Luke, let me tell you the games he's gotten to play. Last week versus Stanford, the week before against NC State, the week before against Syracuse. I mean, it's been all sunshine and rainbows, though. In 5 games, this young man has 5 interceptions. And now you're going against a Notre Dame team who's a little bit different. We're talking top 20 in efficiency, both not only on the offensive side of the football, but on the defensive side of the football. So it's a little bit different of a neighborhood that we're stepping foot in for this.
Just beat the brakes off the Naval Academy.
It seems
and Pitt's schedule after this gets a little trickier. They go to Georgia Tech, then they come home to play Miami to end the year.
What if I told you based off of...
Their season's over. They're not going to win another game.
Based off of plays played... explosive rate for Notre Dame, top in the country.
Okay. They love an explosion.
Their percentage plays of explosive hit very highly.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what that base is
percentage of explosive plays?
Yeah. It's very high.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the Pittsburgh Panthers ranked nearly dead last in opponent red zone conversions, meaning
there's going to be some explosions and some scoring in the red zone.
Yeah.
I got it.
Pitt is ranked 111th in the country in stopping their opponents in red zone opportunities.
There you go.
And last time I checked, you got Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price on Notre Dame.
Give us Notre Dame.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
Look, yeah, you said it in the beginning. You lay in 12.5. Pittsburgh is at home when they're a top 25, laying 12.5. Looks like a rat. You got to take the Irish.
I mean, we just laid it right on a silver platter. We're not beating around the bush. We're beating onto it. Mason, true freshman, dead. Been all sunshine and rainbows. Now he's going against Notre Dame's defense. He's cooked.
Yeah.
Then on the other side of the football, Pitt ranks dead last in college football FBS in stopping their opponents in red zone opportunities, 111th in the country. Notre Dame put up 49 last week. There's an explosion coming. You better shelter in place over there in the Steel City.
Yep.
Give us Notre Dame minus 12.5.
All right, let's get to one of the big games.
How about this?
Two big boys.
Everyone get cozy.
Two big boys.
Everyone get comfy. Everyone get comfy.
Alabama, Oklahoma. I mean, this is one at the beginning of the year. You circle on the calendar, and right now, when the calendar is hit, it's going to live up to the expectations. A massive, massive game on the slate.
Look, Luke, I once again was not thoroughly impressed by Alabama's play last week. The final score didn't necessarily reflect how many opportunities LSU could have had and could have made that ball game different in Tuscaloosa. This is an LSU team that has mightily struggled.
Yeah.
Once again, I was not impressed in Alabama's home game versus Vanderbilt.
I know, but they're in the SEC, and they've rattled off wins against Georgia, Vanderbilt, Missouri on the road, Tennessee, LSU, and South Carolina on the road. Like
you have to bear with me.
You got to give them their flowers.
You have to bear with me.
It's not easy to win in the SEC.
I completely agree. I understand that.
And you're complaining about a 30-14 win against Vanderbilt. I
am not trying to take credit away from any of Alabama's wins. I am just saying if one team decides to show up, this is a different story for Alabama.
Sounds like you're taking credit away from their wins.
No. All I am saying...
But there are teams in the SEC who don't show up and lose. Like Alabama, maybe they haven't played their best ball. They're still figuring out how to win games. It's not easy to go undefeated in the SEC. I'm just saying... It feels like a ticking time bomb, and when you skinny out win after win after win, and alongside of covering, it can't be the same result and same story every week. They're not that great of a team. Their defense... Nobody's that good, though, then. Like, who is? Ohio State? Ohio State. Anyone else? No. Yeah. That's why Ohio State's setting a high bar. Basically minus money to win the national championship. Plus money. I mean, what? Plus fucking 150 at this point? Plus 200. I'm just saying. Yep. All I am saying is closing your eyes and taking Alabama just doesn't feel like the right play here. Yeah. They have struggled against mobile quarterbacks, and if those quarterbacks just... got over the hump a little bit, we're looking at a different story of Alabama this season. They put together the best 4 quarters of football of the entirety of the season to go into Athens and get the job done versus Georgia. I'm not knocking that, but it's the Diego Pavia game that he could have won, the Nussmeier game that he could have won. Don't get me wrong. They smacked around Tennessee. That was a good win. Diego Pavia could have won. Like they were never going to win that game. They weren't going to win that game, but I'm saying the defense struggles versus mobile quarterbacks, and there is no better opportunity for John Mateer to be able to see one go through the hoop with him being as mobile as he is. Look, I love Oklahoma in this spot. I think everyone just give me Oklahoma plus fucking 6. Yeah, I don't know if I'm with you on this one. Well, you should be. I don't know if I'm with you on this one. Alabama isn't as good as people are now believing to be. I don't know. I like them. They're a one-trick pony. I think Alabama's my title pick. They're a one-trick pony. They can't run the ball. They don't have a good defense. They played a weak LSU offensive side of the football last week, and if that same product comes out of Ty Simpson this week versus a very good, just as good Oklahoma defense as LSU, Oklahoma will win this game outright. Yeah, they might.
If John Mateer, we've yet to see, however, I can't sit here and feel fully confident.
We haven't seen
in John Mateer.
Yeah.
Since Mateer got hurt, if we get the Michigan John Mateer, they could win this football game. But if we're gonna get the same Mateer, who has not been the same since the surgery of his thumb, then this is going to be a different story.
Yep.
But I feel like, I mean, this is an Oklahoma team that beat Alabama 24-3 last year. Granted, Ty Simpson wasn't in the picture, and Ty Simpson is looking to bounce back in this ball game after going 21-35 last week versus LSU. I just feel that, like I said, Alabama has been just on the right side of a lot of things, which it takes to win in the SEC. I'm not trying to discredit Alabama. Ty Simpson it has been unbelievable, and they've been able, all I'm saying is they might be being advertised as the same Alabama teams as in the past, and this team isn't as well-rounded as they have been in the past.
Yeah, look, it's a hell of a matchup. The bets are pretty split on this game. I see what you're saying. I think I lean Alabama, but I don't like it, and I don't like it going against you. But I feel like Alabama's going to win, and the 6 is scary.
Like, this is a good quarterback.
And if Mateer comes out and looks like the Mateer of old,
but
if he doesn't, which he hasn't,
I know,
could be trouble.
I know.
All right.
And their last big game, Oklahoma, they lost it versus Ole Miss. So now here we are. This is the third game in a row where they're playing a top 15 opponent.
Yeah.
They play Texas, they play Ole Miss, they play Alabama. It's a hell of a gauntlet. And look at the mobile quarterbacks. Diego Pavia tried to take as much opportunity. Linares Sellers kept that game close versus Alabama in South Carolina. And now John Mateer, if he can get frisky with his feet, my DoorDash Dash and Cash prop of the week, John Mateer over to get frisky with his feet, over 27.5 rushing yards in a primetime game. Put the team on your back. DoorDash, game that will deliver. DoorDash, prop, DoorDash, Dash, and Cash. Frisky with the feet. Feet don't fail me now. John Mateer, over 27.5 rushing yards, over 27.5 rushing yards. And I love a John Mateer anytime touchdown.
All right, let's get to Iowa-USC, but first, a word from DoorDash.
Well, two things are a guarantee on a college football Saturday. Finding a seat on the couch and ordering some DoorDash. They go hand in hand. Luke, tell them about ordering everything in one place.
There's nothing better than a Saturday in the fall watching college ball with a slate like we have, ordering some DoorDash. They got daily deals. It's the only place to go for a college football meal. Lox and I will sit on the couch, order some DoorDash together, and have ourselves a Saturday.
All day long.
Iowa Hawkeyes plus 6.5 going to Southern California, where, as we know well, it's going to be raining this weekend.
Yeah.
That could be nice for the Hawkeyes. A little home away from home.
It's a little home away from home.
For those of you that don't know, I just saw that Southern California is supposed to get more rain this weekend than anywhere in the United States. How nice is that for the Iowa Hawkeyes?
This is why we gather here.
They're not going surfing this weekend. They're doing what they normally do.
There's nowhere else you would rather be, nowhere else you want to hear just yap about a college football Saturday than right here. Fellas, ladies, with gentle hands. This is you kind of described it best earlier, Luke. This is sunny Southern California boys. A bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
Going against gridiron, old school, bully ball, Hawkeye, grass-fed football.
Yep.
And though this sounds contradictory to usually what we would express to the people on the other side of this screen, that we're getting the maps out, and since a team is coming from the Midwest back to the West, or a West Coast team going to the Midwest in this new Big Ten, this feels different.
Yeah, it feels different, and the rain helps us. You know what I mean? Because they're bringing the weather with them.
Yep.
And look, Iowa has traveled well this year. They lost 16-13 to Iowa State at Iowa State. Was that Iowa State or was that a neutral game? I think that was on the road.
Yeah, it was on the road.
If it's not, then I don't know. Fuck you. They went to Rutgers, won by 10. They went to Wisconsin, won 37-0, and they haven't been on the road since. This team travels. They went to war with Oregon last week. It was cinema. Every place felt like the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Tough kids. Offensive coordinator was dialing it up a little more than usual. Just run the ball. Like, I feel like this is a contrast of style. Styles makes fight, and in this fight, we're taking the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, look, I watched USC versus Northwestern last Friday night, and Northwestern, it was an absolute battle the first half. Granted, Northwestern's offense couldn't keep up with USC's defense, but the beautiful thing about this is Iowa doesn't necessarily need to keep up with the offense because of how good their defense is.
Right.
And how well they could position the ball based off their special teams and based off their defense.
Yep.
They're one of the highest scoring defensive programs in the country. Their defense reproduces points for this football team like none other in college football.
Yep.
We love Iowa plus 6.5.
Again.
Want to see me do it again? We'll do it again.
Dude.
Oregon plus 6.5 last week. We take the Hawkeyes. USC this week, give us Iowa plus 6.5.
And you're right. There was a crazy play that broke USC's way in the second quarter of that Northwestern game. What happened? Was it a pick six?
Pick six. Hits him, fumbles out of the back of the end zone, touchback, USC's ball.
And then on like the next play, they scored.
Yep.
Yeah. And that
completely flipped the game.
They should have covered the spread. Maybe they don't win, but they should have covered. Yeah, it just feels like in this fight, I want Iowa. Like run it up the middle every time. And
last week, Northwestern should have been up at halftime if it weren't for the fumble into the end zone off the pick six.
Right.
21-14.
Yep.
That just goes to show you that this USC defense is going to literally get trampled.
Yeah, I think like Iowa, like, hey, just make them stop their own and then see what happens. Maybe you can run it up the middle every single time.
And their secondary is not great. They have a couple of like 6'6" safeties.
Give me Iowa on the money line.
Yeah, Iowa could definitely win this game.
Give me Iowa on the money line.
Do you know how, Loop, it actually fucking sickens me how many people are closing their eyes and just taking USC on the money line.
They don't know how rainy it's going to be in Southern Cal.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
We're big forecast guys around
100%
here.
chance of rain.
We're big map guys, and we're
just
big
like last
forecast.
week in Iowa against Oregon.
Well, if you can hear us on the other side of this screen, turn it up. There will not be a more wet place in the United States of America this Saturday than
Dr. Lux's living room.
than in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening in L.A.? Hawkeyes are coming to L.A. They're playing the Trojans. What do they love most? Playing in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Bad weather. They're bringing it with them from Iowa. We are taking Iowa plus 6.5. They might win this game outright.
Bang, give us Iowa on the money line. All right. I feel like it's the main event of the day.
Is time where the Texas Longhorns travel to Athens, where they are 52-2 in their last 54 ball games. Gunnar Stockton and Arch Manning in a top 25 matchup. Mr. Stark, Mr. Kirby Smart going head to head.
Loop. How we feeling?
They told us if we didn't get 50,000 subscribers by Christmas, we were going to turn our studio into an ice rink.
Yeah, no more program if there's no 50,000 subs.
So,
but it's at least we have this main event of the evening, main event of the season.
Sorry, what were we talking about? Football.
This is the main event of the season.
Texas, Georgia.
Is
This is a tricky one too, dude. Both of these SEC games, both 6-point spreads. A lot of 6-point spreads today. You notice that?
Yeah, it's all 6.5.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
That makes me think
3 in a row.
all the dogs are going to cover or it's going to be Slapville. Loop, remember the last time there was that massive slate where there was 2 main events of the evening, and it was the whiteout game with Penn State and Oregon, and Oregon was a dog, won outright. And then what was the other game? Georgia-Bama.
You're telling me. I don't know.
Georgia-Bama.
Yep.
And Bama was the dog and won outright.
Yep.
So now it just scares me because here we are. It feels like a very similar slate and a similar game script.
Yep.
One of these, like you said earlier, one of the 6.5s is covering. One of the 6.5s for the dog will be barking.
Correct.
We already took Oklahoma plus.
I took Alabama.
All right. Well,
I took Alabama.
Whatever.
And I'm not going to spoil it. But when I look at this,
what?
I was going to say what I'm going to take for this game.
Okay, then don't.
But I'm not going to.
All right.
First thing I looked at, how's Texas doing on the road? Overtime win against Mississippi State. Overtime win against Kentucky. Lost to Florida.
Yeah.
Not impressed.
Yeah.
Although Arch seemingly has turned a corner.
They switched their center to play left guard.
Yeah?
And since then, the O-line has been better and Arch has performed more.
25 for 33, 328, and 3 tutties against Vanderbilt. It's a hell of a game.
Still a sketchy game, though.
And Georgia, he's been on the road. They've been on the road for 2 weeks. Their last home game was against Ole Miss, where they literally went up and down the field and scored every single time. What are your thoughts?
Well, then we're talking about the success as of late for Arch Manning. I feel like Georgia defense has started to become more and more successful as of late.
Right.
Defenses usually don't travel as well on the road in the SEC. Mississippi State last week, Georgia played like their hair was on fire.
Yeah.
They were going up and down the field, and their defense, for a Mississippi State team, granted, obviously they're bottom of the barrel, but they've given fits at home, especially in the scoring in the offensive category. I mean, you just talked about how Mississippi State, they were winning that ball game, should have beaten Texas. Meanwhile, Georgia goes in there and fucking just...
No, Georgia's offense has looked incredible in every game.
But their defense especially.
And they've been starting slow.
Yeah.
I mean, for this over-under to be 49.5 with this Texas team shows you how good they are on the offensive side of the ball and how bad they are on defense.
Yeah.
Because this Texas D has looked great, and 49.5 seems like a fucking bear.
Yeah. I mean, they really flipped the season script. It's really hard. We took Texas in the Red River Shootout against Oklahoma. We took Texas last week versus Vandy at home when Pavia was a 3-point spread. They should have covered that.
Yep.
I mean, the fact that Diego Pavia went 98 yards on the final drive of the game to cover was absolutely... It should have been fucking illegal. Yep. We took Florida against Texas when they won outright at home. I mean, we took Ohio State in the first game of the year against this Texas team. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 games this year where we've been on the right side of this Texas team. We took Mississippi State plus the 9.5. So fuck it. 5 games. 1, 2, 3.
We've been all over them.
We are 5-0 betting the spread in Texas Longhorn games this year. And I feel like as of late, rolling with Georgia is just, it is frisky.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They won both these games though last year. They won in the regular season and they won the SEC championship. This is the rematch of the SEC championship where Gunnar Stockton came in that game.
I like Georgia -6. I feel like they're the better team. I feel like the pendulum's kind of been swinging for Texas and Arch, and this is where it's going to come back. Like if Texas comes out and wins this game, what a crazy arc that's going to be for Arch. But
I completely agree. Like they're setting themselves up once again to fuck everyone over.
Yep.
It's like when we talked after the Florida game, they're 4-2. Texas is dead. Yep. Everyone's out on Arch.
Yep.
Now they rally off 4 games in a row.
Expectations are back.
If
they win this game,
2 of them are by the hairs of their ass cheeks.
All of a sudden, they're looking at the playoff.
But like you said, people are getting this false hope all of a sudden, it feels like.
Yep.
Arch is just going to go into Athens and win a football game?
Not sure.
After going into overtime versus Kentucky and overtime against Mississippi State? See, once again, this is where I go back to the theory where it's like the art of the unknown in college football is one of the more beautiful things in all of sports.
Yep.
It's which teenagers are going to show up when it's the national stage and the lights are the brightest.
Right.
It's absolutely unreal.
Yep.
Texas could very well come out and win this game in a blowout.
Correct.
If the gentleman on the other side of the screen, on the other side of the football, lose a couple Fortnite games the night before.
Yep.
It's the unknown in college football is truly something to be studied. It's whoever shows up. It's whoever just gets up, and whoever is more prepared.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, the dogs are used to it. If anybody's going to shine when it's bright, it's going to be the Georgia Bulldogs.
And also, we already saw Georgia lose a game at home in Athens where they've been 52-0 2-1 over the last 53 ball games, and now they're 52-2.
Yeah.
What are the odds that they drop 2 home games in a season?
Give us the dogs.
Give us Georgia -6.5.
Maybe they get down early like they've been, then you hit them live.
Texas money line first quarter is +150.
You like that?
Man.
First half overs too, Georgia.
And here we go. Once again, give me Arch Manning anytime touchdown.
Yep.
I think I might absolutely splooge on 2 gentlemen to score a touchdown.
He wasn't running against
this
Vandy.
Saturday.
Maybe he's saving it.
Yeah, only 1 carry.
Yeah.
But I
Offensive
mean,
line, I don't know.
he hasn't. Do you know over the last 3 games, he hasn't had above 10 yards rushing?
Maybe
combined.
they changed something. They're making him a pocket passer. Now he's been cooking.
He has 9 rushing yards in 3 games total. Yeah. I'm going to splooge all over a John Mateer anytime touchdown this Saturday in Tuscaloosa and an Arch Manning anytime touchdown down in Athens. I think those 2 men have the weight of the world on their shoulders on the road. You got to put the team on your back. You got to put the body on the line. You got to get frisky with the feet on a primetime game when the lights are the brightest.
Yep.
Primetime game when the lights are the brightest. John Mateer for an anytime touchdown. Then we rotate over and give me an Arch Manning anytime touchdown. I'm going to put money on both those gentlemen. I love both those.
All right, let's get to the ACC. We got Virginia Duke. You have strong feelings about Duke.
Well, Duke
Yeah.
has fucked me
Yeah, they've been fucking you.
every single time I've bet them.
Yeah,
and
they
now
have.
here they are. This is the last dance.
Yep.
If there was a documentary with me betting the college football season, it would come down to this game, me and Duke riding off into the sunset.
Crazy that it would end this early in the season.
Yep.
The documentary before like the playoffs to the national championship.
Yep. It would be
end.
nope. It would be Duke down in Durham versus the Cavaliers.
Yep.
It would be me riding off into the sunset with Duke getting a cover of -4.
Got it.
Look, I took him versus Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
They literally shit so far down their leg they ran out of toilet paper.
Yeah, that was tough.
Then I took him versus Georgia Tech. In another home favorited game versus number 12 in the country, Haynes King. They once again ruined me. I stayed away from them last week because I felt like there was fluke shit in the air, being -6.5.
Now you're back on the train.
Being -6.5 on the road. They lost the game outright. Duke simply could not have lost last week, and a lot of people thought that. And they all are on the side of the highway right now looking for they're trying to hitchhike across the country.
I actually watched a ton of that game because it was in one of my quad boxes now that I couldn't get ESPN on there. Or was it on ESPN? It was one of the sketchy games.
I can't believe
that game was wild. UConn's good.
I can't believe what has happened to YouTube TV.
Unbelievable.
And ESPN.
Unbelievable.
It's like someone needs to be arrested and they need to be arrested tonight.
It's okay.
Look, this is it. This is the last dance. The Duke Blue Devils, give them to us -4.
Come on.
The only way out is through. They have fucked me again and again. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and expecting a different result. Well, let me tell you, this upcoming Saturday, college football, week number 12, we're getting that different result. Give us the Duke Blue Devils -4, please. They couldn't lose last week in the great state of Connecticut versus the Huskies. They did lose.
My home state.
They simply
Love Connecticut.
cannot lose this game.
No.
This is the 3rd time this season where they welcome in a ranked opponent and they're favored.
Yes.
They lost the first 2 outright. They have to get this win.
Up and down, up and down, up and down.
UVA's offense has been piss poor. Give us Duke -4.
And then the documentary is over. You think people would watch that? A couple of you out there sickos would watch it.
That'd be awesome.
I know you would.
Yeah.
All right. Want to get to the college hoops? There's a game you're super excited about.
College hoops, here we are.
Super excited. We're going to talk about one game, one Saturday game. We got BYU versus UConn at TD Bank in Boston.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're playing there, but hey, why not?
TD Bank or TD Garden?
TD Garden.
Yeah, the Garden. Yeah, I don't know what brings the Mormons and the Huskies to TD Garden.
Yep.
However, this is an unbelievable matchup for a college basketball Saturday. We're trying to just dip toes in the water here because we want to start introducing more and more college basketball to eventually have it full bloom into, college basketball shows as well.
It's going to be a lot of college hoops, a lot of March Madness. You guys like March Madness? Yes? Okay.
Like, look, we're junkies.
Yeah.
And this show is not just football of college football and college basketball, or excuse me, college football and NFL. This is college basketball. This is a little bit of NBA. This is MLB.
Oh, yeah.
For the loyal people who
World Cup in the summer.
The loyal people who spent this past summer with us leading up to NFL season and football season, it was all baseball every single day until our eyes bled. That's the best time of year. Look, so now it's time for college basketball.
Yeah. Hell of a game. We got two of the best teams in the country facing off Saturday.
Dan Hurley was very just focused in on the defensive side of the football leading up to their first matchup, and they opened up that game, 36-3? Rob?
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
I like I said defensive side of the football.
Oh, I said football?
Yeah.
Holy
Still
shit.
football season, you know what I mean? Can't shake that.
Yeah, versus New Haven.
Yeah.
They ruined that.
And New
score.
Haven's good this year.
Yeah. They're looking at like an 8
Although
seed.
they only won by 24. You'd think maybe they could have put it on them a little harder. Couldn't have been very happy about that.
Look, this is a top 10 matchup.
Yep. BYU's got some dogs, too.
I know. I watched their game versus Delaware.
Mm-hmm. Also a good squad this year.
Kind of a slow start.
Yeah?
Delaware was up at half.
Okay.
Delaware was beating BYU at halftime in BYU, but then the BYU won the second half by like 20. They ended up winning that game 85-68. Look, Loop.
Who we taking, dude? Who are we taking in this game? We don't have the spread yet because we're recording this on Thursday, but we wanted to give you a little college hoops. But you got to give them a pick. Don't cower away from this now. Put the logos up there and everything.
I know. Well, I was thinking originally about UConn, but now I know BYU is going to be getting points in this game. And I know a lot of people are just going to be taking the Huskies.
-6? What do you think, UConn?
Yeah, somewhere.
4.5, 5.5, 6?
Somewhere around there.
Give me BYU with the points.
Give us BYU.
Come on, Mormons.
We love the Mormons.
Yep.
This is going to be an absolute grit fest. BYU?
Yeah, with the points.
With the points?
Top off your college football Saturday with a little BYU UConn.
It would have been nice if we knew the spread. I can't believe the spread isn't out.
Well, it never happens in college basketball. Try telling you that. 2 days in advance, they got bigger fish to fry.
Well, give us Notre Dame
Yeah.
up there in Pittsburgh, -12. How about that? Give us Oklahoma +6. Loop, you like Bama, but we won't talk about it when Oklahoma wins outright. I also like the under.
Okay.
Primetime game, everyone's thinking points. Then all of a sudden, Mateer's playing like dog shit, and Oklahoma's defense is staying on business.
Okay.
So I'll probably end up leaning under in that game. Then give us Iowa in an absolute rainforest. +6.5. Give us Iowa +6.5. Give us Iowa +6.5. Then give us Georgia -6.5. I also think that is a great game for an under. Georgia's defense has been raising up the ranks. Georgia's offense starts slow.
I'm worried about how high that number is.
Texas's defense, but it's not that high.
It's high for a Texas team, one of the best defenses in the country. 49.5, flirting with
All right. Well, we like Georgia.
Love Georgia.
-6.5.
Yep.
Then give us Duke -4.
The cinematic ending everybody's been waiting for.
Give us BYU plus the points on a neutral site in hoops. That game is going to be absolute cinema. We love the Mormons.
Hell of a show.
Hell of a show. Loop.
Yeah.
Give us Clemson +3.
Yeah, Friday night.
Friday night.
Love Clemson.
Yeah, that's going to be our Super Bowl of Friday night.
Yep.
Any other matchups? We're going to put a $2,500 run the football parlay out. We did it last week.
Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Georgia.
I think that's going to be it.
You do?
But it just, I just want to make sure that that's going to be it.
Yep.
You know?
Well, more to come.
There's definitely more to come. All right, fellas. It was a wonderful show. We appreciate each and every single one of you bastards. Stay tuned to tomorrow's episode, the NFL episode, our best bets. We've been on quite the run here. But it's not what's behind us. It's what's in front of us. 50K subs or this show is over. We'll see you on the other side.